This is News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corless. Here now the news for January 6th, 2022. Starting as of January 3rd, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure will not be available during early park admission to Universal's Islands of Adventure. Early park admission is available to Universal Orlando hotel guests and other select groups 1 hour prior to park opening. According to the Universal Orlando Resort website, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure will only operate during regular park hours from January 3rd through at least February 28th. The following attractions will still be available. That's Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Flight of the Hippogriff, Jurassic World Velocicoaster, and Ollivanders. We spotted an adorable new baby Blue plush based on the Jurassic World film series. Fans will recognize Blue as one of the velociraptors trained by Owen, portrayed by Chris Pratt. Now you can bring Blue home in the cutest form possible as a baby. Bring baby Blue home for $18. You can find her at the Universal Studios store at Universal Studios Florida. 2 new t-shirts made with 100% recycled plastic and never re-dyed are now available at the Universal Studios store in USF. This heather red v-neck tee says Universal Peace, Universal Love, Universal Vibes. The Universal Studios logo is printed at the bottom. It costs $30, and the blue tee says, "We belong to a universal family," in a circle around a smiling globe. It costs $23. We found a new baseball cap for every time there's something strange in your neighborhood. It's the Ghostbusters hat over at the Film Vault in Universal Studios Florida. It's $26. This hat is light gray with red embroidery and a red brim. The Ghostbusters logo on the front, and the silhouette of a Ghostbuster is on the back. 2 new Jaws keychains swam into Universal Studios Florida. The keychains have similar charms and each cost $11. The first keychain has 2 charms. One is a large version of Bruce the shark. The other is the Jaws logo in shiny red letters. The second keychain has 3 charms. The Jaws logo is the biggest charm, hanging from a small chain. There's an Amity Island surfboard with a large bite out of it and a smaller version of Bruce the shark. We found them again also at the Film Vault in USF. While we've been hanging out with Professor Baxter and Taylor, the facade of Poseidon's Fury at Islands of Adventure is being spruced up. We're now seeing new colors added to the columns of the ruined temple, and the octopus seal at the top of the building is looking brighter than ever with its shiny gold paint. We were more interested in the archways and columns below the seal, however. Early on in the repainting, the archways were all painted a whitish green color, and the top of one of the columns is now brown. The bands below the tops of the columns are also being painted orange-red. It's a somewhat surprising change of pace for the ruins after years of being mostly one stony color. And the bands beneath the brown section are all red, as are the bands on the next column over, and the bands on the third column have been partially painted red. We can assume the top of these columns will also be painted brown, and it's possible the rest of the columns and archways will be painted with more colors too. We also saw crew members working beneath one of the fishy faces on the facade, for lack of a better term, fishy faces, and scaffolding covers a portion of the building next to the face. A new mug ornament from Starbucks' Been There series is now available at Universal Orlando, featuring icons from the park. The mug says Universal Orlando Resort along the top. It's an ornament, but can also be used as a really tiny mug. A blue string is tied to the handle, and the inside is blue. It features icons such as the Universal Studios Florida Archway and King Kong, and the main icon of each park features the park name beneath it. For example, Volcano Bay is beneath the Krakatoa volcano. And we found it in the Starbucks at Islands of Adventure for $15.99. Cozy up this winter with a blanket inspired by your favorite dinosaur theme park. We found this Jurassic Park blanket in the Universal Studios store at City Walk. The blanket is black with the Jurassic Park logo printed in the center. And the logo features that trademark silhouette of a T-Rex against the red background. It costs $32.95. Universal Orlando has some new Harry Potter apparel available for witches and wizards proud to wear their Hogwarts house colors. There are reversible sequin tees as well as sweaters featuring the house logos. We found them in the studio store at City Walk. Each tee is the house's main color with the house name and traits below the crest in the center. The sequins making up the crest change to show either the letter of the house or the house mascot. The tees cost $37 each. The new sweaters have heather gray torsos, and the sleeves are the main color of each house. The front features a patch with the house crest. Sweaters are $65 each. Last month, Universal Studios Japan announced that their next collaboration for Cool Japan 2022 would be a Hunter x Hunter-based attraction. And while most were expecting yet another XR ride overlay to Space Fantasy the Ride, The park has instead surprised many with the return of the 4D theater shows, with this one for Hunter x Hunter, The Real 4D, coming to the park starting March 4th. The show will be the first reopening of the Cinema 4D space in over 2 years. Theaters usually home to Shrek 4D Adventure, and the Sesame Street 4D movie Magic has been closed since February of 2020 when the park shut down for COVID. The new collaboration features powerful and high-quality 3D video, seat movement, water splashes, and other special effects that'll make guests feel as if their whole body is involved in the story, experiencing unpredictable battles where the powers of Nen collide in an ultra-realistic way. Hunter x Hunter, The Real 4D features an original story with Gon, Killua, and Kurapika, the series protagonists. I apologize if I'm saying those wrong. I've never seen this series, but they'll infiltrate a mafia auction before facing off with series antagonist Hisoka, a mysterious and deadly transmuter. Oh boy. I'm sure it'll be great. For the absolute latest Universal Parks news, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com and follow us on your favorite social media platforms, or even on TikTok. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. You can also support everything we do here by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. For UPNT, this is Tom Corless saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corless. Here now the news.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.